The rise of Roblox's richest players.
Imagine making millions of
I'm not gonna
dollars
pause a
by
lot.
simply playing Roblox.
Don't stop the video. That's literally impossible.
Are you sure about that?
Roblox
That's
billionaire.
just one of the few who turned their love for Roblox into billions of Robux, the largest games on the planet, real historical moments, and more. But to find out how they did this, we need to dive into their full stories one by one, beginning with Stickmaster Luke. Upon joining Roblox, Luke was your average 14-year-old kid playing games and having fun.
Chat.
But
I hope you realize, by the way. Okay, I shouldn't pause so much. But brother, who knows what the fuck Roblox is? I remember I found out so late what the fuck Roblox is, boys. Roblox is so much bigger than CS is fucking like 10 times bigger than CS ever was.
being just a player, he wanted to make a game go big. His main goal of this was not just to get rich, but to also prove that with enough passion, you can bring a whole community together. Except, the odds of this happening were close to zero. We're talking about 2007. To give you a sense of this, here's an average game from our time. That was epic. How do you even make that? And compare that to one from Luke's time. What even is that? With nothing to work with, maybe his dream was already dead. But if you truly want to achieve your goals, you should never be afraid to take that first step. Welcome to the underground war. Even with nothing, Luke tried his best. Despite its flaws, players somehow found joy out of terrorizing other players, which led to the game reaching a couple thousand visits.
This kid is going places.
Although it's not much, this was amazing for Luke, cause the thing is, Roblox back then paid you virtual money whenever someone joins your game. So instead of relaxing, Luke grinded out a butt ton of games in the following years, getting more players and more money from his fun, simple ideas, as well as showing them off on YouTube, which clearly worked.
Chat, Epic Games is doing it with Fortnite. If you have a popular map, you're basically becoming fucking rich. Roblox does it. Imagine CS, bro. What cool workshop maps we would have if people would get a chunk of a little bit of money. That would be such cool shit.
His original ideas sparked some of
They
the
pay
most
skin
well-known
creators?
Roblox players.
Yeah,
So
but they should realize as well that the workshop is a huge part, bro.
obviously he deserves some amount of fortune. But even with this money, he can easily lose it all if he didn't spend it wisely. No way you're spending all that Robux on one single hat. In hindsight, this may seem like a dumb move, but you'll see why it's genius. But to make the money
editing,
back,
bro.
Luke worked really hard on his games, making each one better than the last. But rather than making them flashy like modern games, he focused on making them replayable, meaning you can
Smart.
play them again and again and again without getting bored. This led to him reaching 10 million visits, meeting actual Roblox admins, and most importantly, buying a bunch of hats for some reason. But this would all change on one fateful day. It's 2011 and Luke got a message from a special person. Roblox himself?
I noticed your games are getting so much love from the community. Why not come work here?
Wait, this has to be fake. No way a child can work for Roblox, right?
We caught up with Luke Weber, Roblox's newest employee.
And all while being an 18-year-old kid.
Most of my friends are like flipping burgers and stuff like that, and I feel kind of bad for them because I actually got this opportunity for this great job and everything.
With this amount of power, he can easily abuse it when things don't go his way. But no, he stayed true to himself and kept learning how to develop. Thanks to this, he made even more Robux by selling his own items. But just as you thought he couldn't get richer, one of his oldest games randomly blew up. You may be wondering how a game this basic blew up 4 years later. Well, the answer is in the gameplay. Welcome to NDS. You spawn on this platform, get drafted to this island, and a random disaster is chosen to annihilate you and everyone you love. A bit repetitive, right? I mean, the game itself had a lot of glitches and didn't even update much, so you may think it'll die out. That guy is screwed. But these imperfections added to the randomness and funny moments made in the game.
Interesting.
This is exactly what players wanted. The true magic of this game is that
Shit, I swear, if I would ever start Roblox, I swear I would get addicted to one game mode, bro, for sure. They know what they're doing to hook the kids in, bro. They would be able to hook me in as well. That's for sure.
everything is completely
Who's
random.
addicted to a Roblox game? Type 1 in the chat.
You don't know what to
It's
expect,
crazy.
which makes it really replayable. But with the entire community at his fingertips, Luke needed to play his cards right. To prevent the game from getting boring, he added a multi-disaster machine. This allowed rich people to, bring hell down to earth,
Pay to
spicing up
win.
the game. But even with an update schedule worse than mine, the game still made a ton of money from players paying to win, and I'm definitely not one of them. But even still, this wasn't Luke's biggest flow of Robux.
That is cap.
That would be the Hatsy bot. Back then, they were a lot cheaper, costing a few hundred Robux. But as time went by, the price of the hats, especially his Dominus, rose to millions, making him even
What?
wealthier. But despite the success, Luke remained humble and continued to help with huge events and kept his game simple, causing them to thrive. But even with billions of visits, the second most valuable account, and a fat pay from Roblox, there's far more impressive millionaires in our community.